Wow, excessive habits like this are really trending right now. How come? This could actually be harmful to yourself. Hi guys! Lately, to go viral, a lot of young people have been doing things that actually hurt themselves just to gain attention. Like taking things way too far. Let's look at some extreme trends that have gone viral recently. One example is overeating. While most people eat 3 normal meals a day, people who overeat actually consume way more than that. Take Joy Chenats, for instance, who managed to eat 74 hot dogs in just 5 minutes. That's seriously crazy. We should be eating enough, not too much, not too little, and then gas for things like sugar and caffeine too. If you don't consume this in moderation, it can actually be life-threatening. Why is that? It usually happens because of two main reasons. One, it's a habit they enjoy or they feel FOMO, fear of missing out. Why would people do things like this? This habit can actually harm you in the long run and even in the short term. They can mess up your routines and affect your health. Another trend that's going around is young people taking too much sugar and caffeine, like I mentioned earlier. Do you guys know what caffeine is? Caffeine is a stimulant often used to stay awake. But if you take too much caffeine, it can actually mess up your health. This habit can make you stay up all night because caffeine blocks adenosine. And then you end up sleeping during the day, which should be for productive activity. Plus, when you sleep during the day, you miss out on sunlight, which means you get less oxygen and then can make you less motivated to be active. So, how do we change bad habits? Want to know how we can transform bad habits? Stay tuned for Living on Empty with us.
In the previous video can have a bad impact on our bodies. The first is obesity. Obesity can happen for various reasons. First, there is excessive calorie intake. Do you remember the mukbang video? It looked delicious, but actually it's not good because consuming more calories than the body needs, especially from high fat, sweet, or processed foods, causes excess energy to be stored as fat. This is one factor of obesity. Another factor is not wanting to move or exercise. Lack of physical activity means fewer calories are burned, which leads to excess calories. Sitting for hours, whether for work or relaxing, can significantly contribute to this. The second is inhibiting bone growth. One reason this happens is due to lack of exercise. Bones need physical activity, especially weight-bearing exercise, like running, walking, or lifting weights, to stay strong and dense. Lack of physical activity makes bones lose their density. Over time, this can increase the risk of osteoporosis, a condition where bones become brittle and easily fractured. The third is stress. One reason this happens is due to staying up late. Lack of sleep increases cortisol levels and the stress hormone. High cortisol levels continuously make the body feel more tense and easily stressed. The fourth is hypertension. One reason this happens is due to consuming too much caffeine. Caffeine intake can trigger an increase in blood pressure, especially in some people who are sensitive to caffeine or who rarely consume it. Why is that? It's because caffeine is a stimulant that works by stimulating the central nervous system. This causes the heart rate to increase, which in turn can raise blood pressure.
So, everyone, as mentioned earlier, anything exercise will have a negative impact on us. Here, I will share a few things we can start changing now to help us build healthier and better habits. First, let's start by managing our eating patterns and balancing the nutrients we put into our bodies. Instead of eating whatever is tempting because of cravings, let's begin to pay more attention to the nutrients we consume. Next, try to reduce caffeine intake. For those who work late into the night, caffeine might seem essential, but keep in mind that too much caffeine can negatively affect our health. So, set some limits to avoid overstimulating your body with excessive caffeine. After cutting back on caffeine, we can work on setting a better sleep schedule. Make sure to get enough rest, at least 8 hours a day. Don't underestimate it. Sleep is essential for our metabolism. With a well-organized sleep schedule, our metabolism stays stable and we maintain better health. Finally, but equally important, start exercising regularly. Although many young people jokingly call themselves old souls, let's not use that as an excuse to avoid physical activity. In fact, we should increase our physical activity to stay fit and avoid health issues. Those are just a few habits we can start gradually changing now to get used to a healthy lifestyle for our own well-being.